Hi, I'm Xiao. It's nice to meet you here. I live in Houston, Texas. It's super duper hot and unpleasant to work in the garden right now, in the middle of the August. I feel bad to see my plants are so thirsty every day and this extremely hot weather. My plants are on my number one care list, and water daily is a must. I just got home from work at 4:30 p.m. I still have leftover for dinner tonight, so I don't need to cook. I want to prune 2 fruit trees, set up trellises for my long beans, and pick some vegetables that must need to pick daily. Change ducks pond water and water garden. Then I will go to gym to take my favorite class at 6:30 p.m. Yahoo! I have like 1 hour 30 minutes to complete all the tasks before I can go to gym. This is my plan for today. Let's get started. Look at this American persimmon tree. It is so crowded with all the leaves and branches. There are only a few fruits in the tree this year because I didn't prune them last year. Pruning can help with the airflow and allow sunlight to help develop better fruits. Summer prune can reduce the risk of some fungal disease. By the way, this is my first time to prune my American persimmon tree. All I am doing here is to remove excess growth, remove dead, diseased branches, cut back vigorous branches. I am not sure if I am pruning correctly or not. There are some fruits on those very tall branches, and I even can't reach them. But today, I will have to wait for fruits to ripe, then pick them. Then cut those tall branches shorter in late summer. It will be much easier for me to pick those fruits next summer, when the tree produces more fruits next summer. Next, I will prune jujube tree. Jujube tree grows so quickly. This is the 3rd year, and the tree is growing so fast, and it is huge. Pruning will help me to harvest fruits next year. This tree really produces nice, delicious dates this year. They are round like little tiny apples, crunchy and sweet. However, I lost a lot of fruits to ants because I wanted to wait for fruits to get bigger and sweeter to pick. When the fruits get softer and sweeter and also attract ants climbing inside of these tiny fruits. Next year, I will pick all of them before they turn too soft. Actually, the fruits are very crunchy and sweet when you pick them, and they are still hard. I feel happy that I decided to prune it today. Jujube tree has thorns. Be sure to wear gloves to protect your hands. I really need to cut back taller branches to encourage the tree branch out. Branch out and shorten the taller branches to encourage the tree to grow like bushy type and produce more fruits. Today it is too hot and I don't have much time, so I will have to prune it again at the end of summer. I used this weed barrier to block some weeds that grow vigorously in the garden earlier, and also I used it to block weeds growing between fence and the edge of the garden. Now I don't need them anymore, so fold them and put them away. These bamboo sticks still have a dried vine of yardlong beans. Since the vines are dried out, it is so much easier to remove them from bamboo sticks. I need these bamboo sticks for my third crop of yardlong beans. I got these bamboo sticks for free from people's front yard when they were freshly cut. I took them home and removed the side branches and used them as garden sticks. They work very well in the garden. I love to use bamboo sticks as a trellis for some vine crops. It's so easy to use them to make trellis. I always look for free bamboo sticks that people give away. If you buy them online, they are so expensive. I really don't want to spend money for bamboo sticks. These baby yardlong beans began to climb now, so I will just make a simple trellis by using these bamboo sticks. I will just insert 4 sticks to the ground and let the sticks lean to each other on the top and tie them together with a string. This way the trellis is pretty strong. Even sticks couldn't be inserted deeply to the soil. The ground is too dry and hard. Even I water it every day. Yardlong bean plants are so tough, and it seems like they can grow in any poor soil condition. Look, the vines are already tangled together on top. I didn't have time earlier to make trellis for them. I'm glad that today I made a time for them and to care for them. The new growing tips are very delicate. Be sure gently help growing tips ramp around bamboo sticks upward. I have basil everywhere. They all came out from seeds dropped last year from their mother basil plants. I need to untangle all these growing tips from basil. It's okay to break the basil branches. Like I said, I have almost too many of basils in my yard. Basil smells so fresh, spicy sweet. Oh look, yard beans began to have some flowers already. Soon they will produce beans. Have you tried growing beans this summer? This is my third time to grow yardlong beans this summer. This year I grew too many varieties of peppers. I have lots of ripe spicy peppers to pick daily. I can't use all of them in the kitchen right now, so I give lots of them away to friends. This year I also tried to wash them, dry them, and put them into zip bag and store them in freezer, so I can use them during winter time when there's no fresh pepper in the garden. This way I can save some money buying peppers in store in winter. Spicy peppers adds so much flavor to anything that you cook. You don't need to put too much salt if you cook your food with lots of spices. My food taste is so good because these spicy peppers, and the spicy taste makes me eat more. Look at this bag full of fresh ripe spicy peppers. You can add them to stir fry and to stew, or even possibly make some spicy sauce. I might have to make some spicy sauce with these peppers. I'm sure I will have a lot these peppers later on. Since I put spicy peppers into my cooking, I use much less salt nowadays. As we age, Too much salt is not good for us. This year I have peppers everywhere. These red long peppers are not spicy. You can eat as salad. They are a little chewy. I planted some leafy greens here in the middle of July. I thought I planted bok choy. After they get bigger, I realized that I planted wrong seeds. They turned out to be arugula. Love the nutty, fresh, peppery, spicy, slightly bitter flavor of arugula. You can prepare them in salad, pizzas, or pastas. Arugula does well under shade during hot summer months in Houston, Texas. It's better planting arugula alongside cucumbers can offer a natural shade. Cucumber leaves can shield the arugula. I also have amaranth and peanuts growing together with arugula just for fun. Peanuts just begin to flower. I hope I will have some harvest later on. This is my first time growing peanuts. My mom grew lots of peanuts when I was young. We like to put dried peanuts in hot ashes to cook them. This China long cucumber is a hybrid. It is very productive. I planted them in early April. It has been supplying me with fresh cucumbers all summer long. I get to harvest them daily. There are only few plants growing here, and they are still producing cucumbers in the middle of August. If you like cucumbers, you should plant this variety of cucumbers. Guarantee no regret. Look, watermelon! I planted 2 watermelon seeds between pepper plants to try out to see if they will do better on the ground or in the pot. Growing watermelon in the pot needs lots of maintenance and fertilizers. Growing watermelon in the ground is so much easier. So far, I have not given them any fertilizer. Look at this watermelon. It is so heavy and it is getting so big. I have to find something to cover it, mesh or some wire to cover it, so no animals will steal this delicious watermelon. This year is my first year plant watermelon, and I think it is pretty successful. My watermelon growing in my pots still producing watermelon. Right now I have like about 5 watermelons on the trellis. They are growing in the pots. Now I have this one growing in the ground. Yay! Pick some more fresh bell pepper for salad tonight. Everyone loves fresh bell pepper, including my son. I love to chop the cucumber tiny and chop the bell pepper tiny, mix them together. Actually, my son likes to eat them as a snack. I'm so surprised. I take bell pepper and cucumbers to my work almost every day as my snacks during out of the day. I feel like I am so lucky to have all kinds of these vegetables growing in my yard. I'm very lucky. I feel like picking okra becomes a daily chore for me. Only 2 days. If you don't pick them, they grow old and the seeds grow so big. They will be too old to be served on the table. I love to eat okra, but my family members, like my husband and my son, they don't like to eat okras. Okras are so delicious, and okra even contains protein. A cup of cooked okra contains about 2 grams of protein. And also okra is also a good source of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. I have no idea why they say no okra for them. I grow 2 types of okra, green and red. They are equally delicious. Oh, look at this bitter melon trellis. Bitter melon vines are getting heavy with the fruits on it. And the trellis is not strong for them. We had some strong wind a few days ago, and this trellis is almost collapsing. I have no time to rebuild the trellis right now. I guess I just let it be like this as long as it does not completely collapse. Look, the bitter melon flowers are so small and like about 1 inch in diameter with 5 spreading petals. However, they can produce huge melons. These bitter melon plants have been producing lots of melons. So far, I have been giving away lots of melons to friends. They are still keep producing. Bitter melon actually is very healthy. It has calcium, magnesium, potassium, vitamin A, zinc, vitamin C. It possibly could help prevent cancer. Possibly help manage blood sugar, low cholesterol, prevent iron deficiency. More peppers to pick, yippee! I have lots of jalapeno peppers and also bell peppers. They are yellow after they ripe. It's okay to eat lots of peppers daily. They are so healthy, packed with vitamin C, vitamin A, and other antioxidants. They can support your eye health, good source of fiber, and more. Look at this Malabar spinach. That's well in the shade in hot summer without any maintenance. These leaves are so thick and tender. I will just saute them with garlic and chopped spicy pepper. No salt added. I'm over 50s, so eating less salt is good for me. Malabar spinach vine climbs along the base of wooden fence and claimed this space as their home. They just keep growing and keep crawling at the edge of the fence. Next to the Malabar spinach is basil. Like I said, I have basil in my garden everywhere, and sweet potato. I planted this sweet potato slips in July in pots. Look how quickly they grow. Only water supply is needed for them. I have not put any fertilizer. There are too much food from my garden, so I have not gotten chance to eat sweet potato leaves. Sweet potato has vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. They are known to strengthen the immune system, improve eye health, and promote bone health. As we grow older, our bones lose density. Eating more sweet potato leaves are good for us. Sweet potato is a must-have crop to grow in summer. You can eat leaves during the summer long, and you can harvest sweet potatoes in late November or even December. Look how much food I have harvested already. My bowl is too small. I should get a bigger bowl or basket. There are still lots of vegetables and herbs in the garden, and they are ready to harvest. Today, I will just harvest some necessary vegetables before they get too old. Eggplants are growing so fast. You almost have to pick them every day too. I like to pick them while they are still young and tender. If you let them grow too big in this kind of summer heat, eggplant seeds will grow bigger and eggplant becomes a little bitter. So I like to pick eggplants when they are still young and tender. And again, the more eggplants you pick, the more the plants will produce more eggplants. Eggplants has lots of nutrition too. Full of good source of fiber, can aid the digestion and help with weight management. Eggplants contains antioxidants like anthocyanins. Some people say that it may protect against heart disease and certain cancers. Eggplant packed with vitamins, minerals, vitamin C, vitamin K, potassium, magnesium. It is a superfood. Eggplant flowers are kind of pale purple and star-shaped. The flowers can actually grow in clusters of 2 or more. I think the eggplant flowers is beautiful. I really should have brought a bigger basket to pick my vegetables. I just wanted to pick a few veggies for dinner. With my leftovers, it ended up that all these vegetables need to be picked. I still have water spinach, chives, chrysanthemums, amaranths, and other herbs that I can harvest, but not today. I can't eat all of them. They still can wait for me to harvest tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Look at all these vegetables. They are so fresh. 100% organic. I need to hurry up. I still have ducks to feed, change their water, and water the garden. I don't want to be late to go to the gym later on. These cute 3 ducks, they are so happy to see me every time holding a bowl. They know inside of the bowl are their delicious snacks. They love frozen peas, corns, and tomatoes. Of course, I saw the frozen peas first and I cut tomatoes into smaller pieces so tomatoes will not choke them. And I put all these 3 into a bowl and filled with water so ducks will not choke by them when ducks eating them. These 3 ducks have been laying eggs since March. Every day I got to harvest eggs. Sometimes 1, most times 2, sometimes 3. I think there are rats or some other animals steal ducks' eggs. When I'm home, I can find 3 eggs. When I'm not home, I work all day long. I come home and normally there are 2 eggs or 1 egg. I think some animals steal duck eggs. To keep your ducks healthy, you have to keep their water clean. I change their water daily, so they have fresh, cool water to bathe, clean themselves, and to play around in this small pond. While I am waiting for the bowl to fill up with water, I need to find duck eggs. Those 3 ducks like to hide their eggs. I don't know, they want baby ducks, I guess. There is only 1 egg I found it. Well, it's okay. I am kind of running out of the time going to gym, so I will stop watering the garden. Perhaps I will come back from the gym and water the garden. I got all my tasks done in the garden as I planned it. Right now, I looked at the clock on top of the oven. It is right at 6 p.m. I can go to gym now. Yay! However, I don't really feel too good because I feel I'm having a little headache. My cheeks were so red. My clothing were wet inside out from sweats and this super extreme heat. You know what happened? I sat in the couch to cool down for 5 minutes. Then I told myself. It ended up I couldn't make myself to attend my favorite class in the gym because I am on the way to get a heat stroke. At least I feel like I am going to have a heat stroke if I continue working outside. I am disappointed that I cannot make myself to the gym tonight because this type of class only offers once a week and only offers on Tuesday evening. From next week, my Tuesdays will be occupied with some private jobs. And I will not get to go to gyms on Tuesdays anymore unless vacations and job cancelled. My plan of going to gym is cancelled. I am a little sad and disappointed. However, there's no any regret of working in my garden. Working in the garden during this extremely hot summer heat, you need to take care of yourself. And don't do all tasks in one time, like I did. What do you do on Tuesdays after work? Just wonder. Thank you very much for watching and thank you for subscribing my channel. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. See you next time.